It's been a year and it's not gotten easier, has it?
Hi, everybody.
Not at all. Hi. TJ Brown is live now.
And I'm live.
Maybe I'll watch his.
Sure.
Why not? Why am I not live?
I don't know.
Same questions all the time.
Is your volume turned down?
It will be in a second. Now it is. All
I
right.
didn't turn my volume down. I just missed it.
Well, no, it doesn't matter.
Oh,
But
okay.
if you, when you turn it on to see what's going on here is when...
Yeah, only if you're watching it.
When it,
Jenny watches her own broadcast so that she can see what's going on.
yeah. Hey, Robert. Hey, Wayne. Not you. Hey, Wayne.
I'm right here.
No, my good friend Wayne. Not you. You're not my good friend. I gotta move this. I'm sorry. Hang on. Setup is always... All right. Well, okay.
Cheers.
I'm dragging everyone into the Christmas spirit with me here.
She's
And
pulling us, kicking and
I'm
screaming.
pulling. They are kicking and
If you have a seizure because of our necklaces, blame Jenny Reed's. Hashtag let's have that conversation.
That's funny. So we do have wine in our eggnog. It's holly nog, made with wine. It's delicious, isn't it,
It is
everyone?
delicious.
Isn't it filling you with the Christmas spirit?
Yes.
Isn't it? It is,
Some sort of
isn't
spirit.
it?
Sugar spirit.
It's delicious. So our glucose levels will spike. We'll be a little tipsy, and all's good. All's good with the world, right?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
I can't believe that the year is almost over. Well, it is for Wine Wednesday. This is our last broadcast of the year, right?
Last
Yeah.
broadcast of the year.
Everybody's like, hallelujah. Not going to see this come up in my feed for at least 2 weeks. So, anyways. So what's going on, folks?
Year-to-date stats.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So today we're going to recap 2017 and we're going to take you right into 2018.
Mm-hmm. So we've got some information through, November, obviously. Or no. Yeah, through November.
December reports aren't out yet. No.
No, it's kind of hard to have a December report since we're still there. So, let's see.
The manic flashing is a little much.
I think it's like a
29,800
party. Like a disco.
29,875 homes sold. That is a lot.
For the year?
For the year. Through November.
Well, maybe my stats are a little off. We did the last 12 months.
Oh, the last 12
Out of
months.
the last
So that's
12
a good
months, I
comparison.
have 3,973. And then,
Well, no, that's the active listings.
That's the active.
Oh, that's active. I'm sorry. So sold, I have 33,000.
Oh, wow. So that includes
134.
December of last year. That's,
So
that's
last
pretty good.
12 months, and right now pending 983, and contingent 2,072, and then the active we only have 3,973 houses on
Still
the market.
under the 4 number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been hovering there for a while.
Yeah.
They said at the end of November we only had 1.7 months of inventory on the market.
Still, that has been all year, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean I don't think we've ever gotten above 2, have we?
I think they say 3 to 6 is normal. So,
Mhm.
so we're still in a crunch.
Yeah. I mean, still a good time to list your house for sale, honestly.
Yes.
Oh, so Robert is asking, let's get the ball rolling with questions. No names of clients. Craziest deal of the year. I thought about doing that too. Craziest jail. It might be the one I'm in right now.
Yeah, I got one of those right now too.
I'm trying to think.
Gosh, such
Oh, you
pressure
know
when
what?
you ask questions.
It was
I can't
actually
discuss that.
it was after closing. I was there to help my clients take possession because it was a couple weeks after closing, and the entire freezer was full of food. So I was literally finding Kroger bags in my car and emptying out the freezer and cleaning it out. for
Oh
them.
my gosh.
And
Maybe
disgusting.
they left it for them.
No. The seller was like, "Oh my god, I forgot to empty out the freezer. I'm so sorry." And just kind of stared at us, and I'm like, "All right, I'll do that for you."
I think
That's one
mine,
of the things. No, like the buyer's just gonna get some bonus food. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
I think my craziest was the one that took a month to close past the original close date. We kept getting.
Oh, I'm in that right now.
Yeah, you are. It was that lender thing, ish, sort of, but not really. It's kind of the buyers. I was on the sell side, and
Yeah.
you know, it's just a combination of stuff. But yeah, 4 weeks past the original close date, we finally
Actually into that twice, right?
finally did that. Yeah.
What about you, Amanda?
Off the top of my head,
No pressure.
I feel a little bit of pressure.
When questions are asked, it's a little bit of pressure.
It is. There's a lot of pressure there.
Well, so more about this 2017, 2018 stuff. There are also some big news stories this year.
Oh yeah.
Biggest, I think, for Columbus is this whole Amazon thing. So we're in the running for Amazon's new headquarters, whatever. They
Their
said
new
50
major distribution center.
50,000. Well, it's not even distribution. It's 50,000 employees with an average salary of $100,000.
Wow.
So
Work there.
yeah, yeah. This real estate thing doesn't work out.
It's an option.
But Realtor.com says that whoever lands that's going to have a major housing boom. So go Columbus.
Do you
Yeah.
know what area the city or areas the city was pitching to put that
I
in, or
don't know.
I don't think it was released. I heard different rumors of areas,
It's
but
somewhere in Central Ohio, I don't know.
mhm.
But so we're in the running. So hopefully that will work out for us. I mean, we've got some pretty stiff competition, I think.
Mhm.
It's always good to have your name in the hat.
I
Right.
think Columbus would be a great spot for that.
I do
Columbus
Gotta
is
be
perfect
honest,
for it,
it's
yeah.
perfect. Small, big city.
Mhm.
The growth has been. What we always mention this. I think I usually do in every episode. We are the #1 hipster capital in the nation.
Right.
Hilliard, yeah,
I've even
Hilliard.
started to peg my jeans because of it.
Thing again?
Does
Oh,
anyone
it's
there
old
still
as
peg
there
their
again.
jeans?
And Hilliard, I know, was in the top 10 for growth. For Realtor.com had said.
Yes,
It was the
I
top
saw
10. So we've got a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah.
Mhm.
here.
We're a hotbed, man. This is where it is. Ohio, the heart of it all.
Who would have guessed?
Well,
Not just
I-
a slogan.
I think we've seen a lot of changes too. I know just across the river, all the Bridge Park development up here in Dublin, all those
Oh,
new
gosh.
condos going up, the new businesses. Penn's opened up.
It does.
4
Today.
o'clock today.
4 o'clock today.
Kids,
Jenny-
how many times did I say that yesterday and you still didn't get it right?
8
At least.
I stopped listening.
That's why.
So you might find some 43 homies over at Penn.
4 o'clock today.
Jenny is really excited for Penn's. I think I've only been there once.
Oh,
so
it's amazing.
Yeah, I've been.
I've never done the duck bowling. I did the pinball machines.
Robert said there are 283 cities that put a bid in for Amazon. Heard Atlanta might have the lead into
That's stupid.
How do we change?
it. Sorry, getting a call. Hang on.
Amanda. Atlanta, not Amanda.
Atlanta's stupid, not me.
I'm like, oh my god, what's happening?
I would imagine. I mean, is Atlanta bigger than Columbus?
Oh, way bigger.
Yeah.
Is it?
Mhm.
Way bigger.
They have a way bigger airport.
Yeah.
Every
We
airport.
fly in there to get out.
270,000 people a day through the Atlanta airport.
Really?
Oh.
Your useless fact for today.
And a lot of them were just stuck there for a while with no power.
Huh?
Is
Yeah,
that-
that's why I know that. I was reading that article.
And we have some, I mean, our businesses, our major employers in the area are still investing in their areas and in their neighborhoods. Children's Hospital is still continuing to put a huge investment in the south side.
Oh my gosh, there's so many hospitals being built. Grove
Mhm.
City has a big one.
Big one.
Oh,
Mount Carmel going in.
That's right. That's right. Mount Carmel's going in there. We're still seeing development in downtown Columbus, which is
Huge.
great.
Over $1 billion downtown Columbus.
Mm-hmm.
Under construction or in the pipeline. That does not include what you see going on in the short north.
No.
Facebook's going in New Albany.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm. The
Really?
data center.
The
Yeah.
that's right.
huge.
Oh, that's
I did not know that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Go
So
Facebook.
all of these things are creating such positive momentum in our growth for 2018. So
And all we have is under 4,000 houses available.
yeah.
Right.
No wonder all
So
the
what's going to
apartments are
happen,
going in
right?
everywhere.
You know, like,
Gotta have to live somewhere.
Well, I think the highest demand for housing that we've seen that's really hard to come by are those ranch homes. We've talked about that several
Oh, we've
times.
talked about that.
Smaller
Yeah, if you've got a
ranch.
ranch house,
Yes.
everybody does want a ranch.
Smaller,
Ranch
more
condo,
affordable
I
housing.
need one.
You need a ranch
Not me
condo.
personally. I have a client. So if anyone has a ranch condo available out there,
Mm-hmm.
That's not on the MLS.
but maybe, I don't know, maybe we
Yeah.
missed it.
Mhm.
In the
Call us
Canal,
before you
Winchester area, please.
Oh.
That's where we're looking.
well, Groveport actually, you know, we talked about this on 270 Tuesday. Groveport is the hottest. Groveport no beds
Mm-hmm.
is some of the hottest real estate in Columbus because of there's so much industrial development down there. Those huge warehouses
Yes.
that you see going in. huge
That we
market.
drove by?
Yeah, we did.
So, Obats. Every place in Ohio has a fruit, vegetable, or edible item festival. Obats is anybody?
Tomato.
No, that's
No,
that's
Williamsburg. Huh?
I thought that was Circle
No,
Bell.
that's pumpkin.
That's pumpkin. Zucchini.
Oh, I
Oh, we
didn't
knew
know.
that. We said that earlier today.
We learned nothing.
I've been in the Zucchini Festival parade before.
Too much wine.
Yeah. Oh, too much wine for sure. That was my headline of 2017. Was too much drinking.
Too much wine Wednesday. Too much wine
Cheers.
Wednesday.
Yeah. But anyway, so I think going into 2018,
We haven't talked about that yet.
Which
Biggest housing
one of the
stories?
biggest stories right now, of course, and leading into 2018 is the Republican-led tax bill. So, if you haven't read up on how that's going to affect you, you really should.
yeah.
But on the housing side,
Or don't, because it doesn't
It's
matter.
just
It's
depressing.
just going to affect you anyway.
it's not like you have
Not
any
like we have a
control
say in
over it,
anything.
like,
Doesn't matter.
Just talk to your tax accountant.
yeah. But
So you
it's got
hire a
pretty big
professional.
implications for housing
Mhm.
next year. So some of those things are, what you can and can't write off.
Right.
And there's going to be some big changes.
There was also, it wasn't with the capital gains as well.
Mhm.
It was changed.
I'm not sure what the capital gains.
I
I
think
think it's
it
going
is.
down on capital gains.
Well,
so-
no, where it used to
Oh,
be
I know where you're
2
going, yeah.
years you could live
Yes.
and not have, now they want you to be in the house 5 years.
I
before
do
you
think
get
that got
charged.
rolled back. I think
Oh,
it
did
got
it?
rolled back to 2.
Okay.
They were eliminating it altogether.
Yeah.
So like your net proceeds on your sale were going to be taxable. Where right now, if you buy your house for $100,000 and in 5 years sell it for $150,000, that $50,000 could be taxable income.
Mm-hmm.
Now they've rolled that back. That as
Okay.
long as you've lived in the house, I think for 2 years, we probably should check that.
Mhm.
Maybe 2 or 5, one or the other.
Well,
No big difference
Well,
there.
no. Actually, it is a moving target because I know that some things
They're
had to
reconciling
change
still.
because it went from the House voted on it, the final version, and went to the Senate. The Senate realized some of the provisions violated their rules, so they had to change the bill again, vote on it, and went back to the House. And I think the House, I saw a headline. I think the House might have signed off on it this afternoon.
I did see a headline on that was moving in that direction. But the good news is that is still going to be exempt from taxable income as long as you've lived there for whatever the prescribed period
Yeah.
of time is.
It too, I'm sorry, because Robert is saying too, it depends a lot on area as well. And I know I have a lot of people out of state watching, and
True.
Robert's in New Jersey, and he was saying the tax bill is going to kill his county. He lives in the top county, Essex County, New Jersey, that will be hurt the most, expecting a 10% price drop in price according to Moody's. So,
Well,
yeah.
the big rub has been the mortgage interest deduction.
Yeah.
Oh,
And in Ohio,
the
we're
one thing.
we're pretty fortunate because
Yeah.
our housing is relatively affordable
Yes, it is,
compared
yeah.
to places outside the big cities like New York and LA and Miami or wherever
Right.
expensive housing. All the markets where you get a name. San Francisco,
Chicago.
So over some new mortgages. So your current mortgage, as it is still going to be deductible.
Right.
So the worry is that this is going to keep people from trying to move into more expensive housing
Right.
because now they're going to basically have less affordability because they can't deduct their mortgage interest if it's over $750,000. So the mortgage amount, any mortgages over $750,000, you will not be able to deduct the interest any longer.
So, but still under.
So,
Under
so
700,
can you
yes.
is it if the mortgage is 700 and if the mortgage is 800,000, not at all or just
I
only
believe
on
it's
700?
not at all.
Oh wow.
And so that's in these counties and areas where prices are high. San Francisco, for one, I think the median's almost $1 million. So, or the median's 750.
Yeah.
So, they're
Y'all need to move to Columbus.
yeah. Come here. You can buy a.
Of course, we only have 4,000 houses for
But
sale.
I wonder if then there might become some sort of strategy or workaround where people are carrying 2 notes.
Well-
one for 750 and below, and then one for the rest of it.
That's possible.
I mean,
And that
that-
leads into another good topic on this, is that new equity lines will no longer, or equity lines or loans, you won't be able to write off that interest anymore. So if you need an equity line, go get it now, because you're not going to be able to write that interest off after this bill goes into effect, if everything stays as it is.
Right.
So if you're needing an equity line, you want to remodel your kitchen, your bathroom, put new windows in or something, like, now's the time to do it. Don't wait.
Yeah.
And then the other big thing is taxes and your ability to write off your property taxes and even your state and local taxes and your federal returns. So you'll be able to write off, again, as it stands, up to $10,000 worth of property taxes. The amount over $10,000 isn't deductible any longer, or won't be deductible any longer.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're no longer going to be able to write off the amount that you pay for your state and local taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So all big changes and could have an impact on housing. In Columbus and Central Ohio, we're fairly insulated from that. I mean, there's certainly areas where taxes are over that amount and mortgages will be over that amount. But for the most part, I think we're pretty secure. What could cause us problems is if this puts a downward pressure on the mortgage market and the housing market nationally, that trickles into other markets. So even though we are, pretty well insulated, it could still affect us. So it's a lot of stuff to watch for 2018, and I think it's still a perfect time to sell and buy.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a better time to sell if you wait till after the first of the year. As a buyer, jump in now before the water starts to boil.
We don't have that much more time till the end of the year, so now is actually
Well,
a good time to start talking about getting it ready. You can list on January 1st or 2nd.
I think there are lenders that could close a buyer in
Oh, yeah.
the time left. You could still get it closed in
That means
2017.
star line.
Yeah.
I will personally hand make that bow for the front door if you want to get in contract and close
Before
December
December
31st.
Yep.
We'll have a big bow making party.
Yep.
Yeah.
What are some other good or interesting stories?
Good? I don't know if it's
Well, is it ever good?
No, none of this is
None
good.
of it was good.
This is all the natural disasters, whether they're wildfires,
so
hurricanes,
many.
just devastating the regions across the U.S. And then when you have, especially if people can't live in area A, they still have to financially deal with it. So if they lost their house, they still got to deal with all that. And I was listening to a news story recently. People were saying the worst part is you've lost your home in the hurricane, and then you have to call the water company, the electric company, the gas company, like all your bill people, because they've still got to get you mail. So you've got to keep reliving the story over and over again. You've got to make payments on the utilities that you had, and then where are you going to go? And if you're going to a nearby area, that's just going to tighten that housing market even more. So it just creates a ripple
I
effect.
can't even imagine
No.
at all. Some places just got power back too, not that long ago.
Well, Puerto Rico.
Puerto
I think
Rico's
is-
still struggling.
I think still
Well,
probably only half the
They
island
had
has power.
some issues prior to
Yeah.
they didn't need that.
Yeah.
to happen.
It was piling on for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. So one of the other topics or big headlines was the self-driving cars of
This is
2017.
interesting.
Would you ever get in one? I would never get in
Not
one.
yet.
You gotta be kidding me! I'm a control freak as it is. Like there's no.
Well, the good thing is like if you're sitting in the driver's seat, you can override it.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Well, then there'd be no point there.
Right. Yeah.
This is my self-driving car I drive.
We start
Well,
combining
you get better
Tuesday and Tuesday and Wine Wednesday. Look
Oh,
out, everybody!
I'm about to start the driving.
Well, so many people are, already texting and making phone calls,
Oh.
and playing on Facebook or doing whatever you're doing. I mean, I guess at least if the car's driving itself,
Yeah, that is the
it's
same
probably
difference.
safer than.
At least something's paying attention.
Yeah.
I drove past someone the other day on 270 that was, she was driving, but she was texting. Both hands texting.
Yeah,
Steering
it's
wheel.
ridiculous.
Both hands were texting.
You know, it's
So-
dogs, they slow down. And
Oh yeah,
Oh,
at least
yeah.
5 miles
Like,
under
what-
the
what are
speed
you
limit.
doing?
At least, yeah.
Or they sit at the red light 30 seconds after a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of self-driving cars, in the same conversation with real estate, we've been reading a lot about ideal smart home technology, home automation technology. Does anyone here have a preference or experience, because I've been looking at this for my house, between the Google system and the Amazon system, between Google Home and...
I've resisted all of that.
I don't want that in my house.
Really?
Yeah.
I got that.
They listen. It's bad enough I go on like something I just talked about and then it's popping up anyway.
I know, isn't that
It freaks
creepy?
me out.
It's
What
creepy.
does it happen?
I understand when you're
Listening.
typing and you're searching and it shows up.
Yeah, I
But
get
I
that.
do get when it's like you're talking.
We
and-
just talked about something,
We did
and
that
then
the
it's
other
in
day.
my feed or somewhere
Yeah.
popping up. It's crazy.
See, I'm really considering either the Echo or the Google Home. 'Cause
Anyone out there have feedback?
on either one of those systems,
Google,
that would be awesome.
Amazon.
Google, Amazon,
Google,
Amazon.
Dan
Well, I
DeLuna
like Amazon.
probably does.
I just
Watch
like
it.
Dan DeLuna has an opinion about everything.
Let's hear it, Dan DeLuna.
I like the Amazon one because you could shop with it. Like,
I got the Dash one.
Oh. Oh, you did get it.
So just know the Dash one.
Oh,
So it's not the one that listens, but like I can literally go through and scan barcodes of things in my house.
I was
Like,
thinking more like Amazon. I'm out of wine. Bring it to me now.
Yes.
Like, and then they will.
well,
in an hour.
Don't you just sort of need that on a constant rotation?
Yeah, they just keep showing
On
up
the
at
top
my
of the
door.
hour, every hour. Bring me some more eggnog.
They're actually just sitting out front because they know what's coming. Like,
Holly.
Right. But yeah, I mean, I like the shopping conveniences.
I do like that convenient.
I also have I do have the Dash buttons.
Mm-hmm.
So like in my kitchen, I have one for paper towels and one for trash bags. So if I pull out the last thing of paper towels, I push the button, and 2 days later, I have giant bulk paper towels on my back porch.
I used Amazon Prime when we went to Indianapolis for the first time. It was amazing. Like,
Yeah.
I ordered we were having troubles hooking up the TV in the RV, so we ordered a Roku. Someone's here. I ordered a Roku and it showed up in like 40 minutes. Like,
You're kidding.
at our RV park.
Can you guys have some real sample sandwiches from Jimmy John's? Or if you guys are interested in some?
Sure.
Yeah.
Say hi to everybody on Facebook.
We're kind of on Facebook. Jimmy John's is here! How funny would it have been had they walked in?
We didn't even call.
How funny would it have been had they walked in with wine? You know, like, oh my god, they are
Would you
listening.
like some Holly now? What?
Say hi.
Oh,
say hi.
Hi.
I look really bad.
Here she is. Freaking fast. Yeah.
You're so freaky fast we didn't even order it.
We're gonna have some real sample sandwiches
Awesome.
for you guys.
Oh,
If you're
awesome.
interested.
Sure.
We have ham and
Awesome.
cheese turkey and then cheese and avocado.
I'll do ham.
Ham and cheese? Okay. There you go. What can I get for you guys?
Whatever you suggest.
We have, I think.
Just,
Turkey without
how about
sauce.
reach in and whatever it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Random
Have you ever
drag.
had Jimmy John's?
Yeah.
Okay, so have you had the cheese and avocado one? Okay, that's my favorite. Okay, what can I get for you guys?
I'll do the cheese and avocado.
Cheese and
Sounds
avocado.
delicious, right?
Yeah, it's really good.
Delicious.
There you go. What can I
Nothing.
get?
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah, we recently just expanded our delivery area, so there's our address and our phone number. We deliver as little as one sandwich.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day.
You too.
Thanks.
Happy holidays.
Thanks.
I'm so sad that no one's on my live right now.
I got some hearts there. And I will tell
How
you
funny
that
is that? Like,
Brent, our favorite Brent, says Google is great. It integrates with Wemo. Is that how we say
Okay.
that? Lights and switches as well as Nest thermostat.
Nice. Good to know. And they have them on sale at Costco. 2 for $150.
do
Really?
what?
2 of the Google Homes.
I don't want that in my house.
I don't know.
Jenny's resisting too.
I resist.
So what
Some
other
technology.
trends? What's going on?
Well,
You know, interest rates I think is a big topic. You know,
Mhm.
everybody wonders what's going to happen with interest rates, and we've been saying for a long time they're going to go up. And actually, there was an article on Realtor.com, and the Fed has raised rates a couple times, but interest rates have still
Same.
remained below.
yep.
So you know,
What is
the
it?
Realtor.com article basically said, you know, if you had that ability to predict what the rates are, you'd be very rich. So,
Right.
you know, again, I still think there's nowhere to go but up. I mean, we
Mhm.
were at record lows. They you know, trickled up a little bit, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's another reason that if you're considering to get in before the water starts to boil, because that rates are going to go up.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
mentioned
they're
that.
supposed to go up in the first of the year.
Yeah.
They say that all the time.
Yeah.
Well, and they also increased the guaranteed limit, right? We talked about that once, and now I'm having a total brain fart.
What was that?
They increased the loan maximum.
Oh, for jumbo loans,
for yeah,
or yeah.
or for not for jumbo loans, for standard loans.
Oh, yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Any
Christine-
lenders watching? I know Jess
Christine
was
was
on.
on.
Christine? Anyone?
Bueller.
Well,
Dan DeLuna. Any?
talk with your mortgage banker about
Someone just posted something.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, that was.
You know, and again, you know, as we've mentioned before, just because you go talk to somebody doesn't mean that you're going to battery go dead. But no, if you're going to get a loan, you know, now's the time to do it because rates are going up. Talk to your lender, and there's going to be no obligation to buy. Carry on while I plug in.
So while Wayne's plugging in, what is your personal 2017 highlight not related to real estate? Like, just in your general world.
So
Like-
much
I
pressure.
adopted a dog.
You did? What kind of dog?
Pit bull mix.
Nice.
Aw.
And his name is?
His name is Zeke.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we've had him for about 3 months, 2.5 months.
Mm-hmm. How old is he?
We think around 1.5.
Okay.
Yeah, he's so sweet.
Is he a big cuddle monster?
Yes. My
Pit bulls like to cuddle.
My phone's
Can't.
You can stalk me on Facebook and see pictures.
I can pull up your page. It's all on Facebook. See, it's on Facebook.
You went empty nest.
Is that a highlight? I mean, I guess it is. Yeah. in some
They're
ways.
back though.
Yeah,
They're
they're back, and you know they don't leave quite all together, which is good because you do miss them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what a highlight would be. Too many highlights.
Well, on the 43 Homes note, we celebrated our 2-year anniversary 3 days ago.
Go for
Yay.
it.
And I have to tell you, it's been a great year for us.
Mhm.
So we, I think we sold maybe 7 or 8 million last year, and we're on track for 18 million this year.
Wow.
Because we rock so hard.
We do,
Mhm.
and we went from probably 8 agents to now 15. So we pretty much. And Amanda's
And Amanda.
that was a highlight of
That's a
20.
That was the highlight. That was my highlight of 2017.
17.
Got
sorry.
Amanda.
Yes, we hooked her in. So, but yeah, it's been a good year here at 43 Homes, and as always, we've got this wonderful team of people here. So
We do.
Yeah. I know what a highlight of 2017 was Wine Wednesday in real estate.
yeah,
Yes.
we're almost celebrating our 1 year
Almost
anniversary.
at
of
1 year
Wine Wednesday.
anniversary.
Can you believe
Next
that?
month it'll be a year that we started,
1
created
year
and started.
Touching and showing up in your newsfeed.
And you wouldn't have it any other way.
No.
That's right.
I mean, and people, I get feedback just being out and around that people are getting a lot of good information from it, and they're enjoying it.
There's a lot.
And I think it really went up when you were able to set us up on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Because now people can download it and listen to it in the gym, in the car, wherever they are.
On the iTunes store, you
Mhm.
can find us there.
On Google Play.
Google Play.
That's real estate related though. Yours
Oh, yeah.
was non-real estate
Oh, that's
Yeah,
related.
you're non-real estate related.
Well, if that says anything, all my highlights are real estate related. So,
My dog got his own Instagram page. Marty has his own Instagram now. So
What's Marty's Instagram so everyone can follow
He's
Marty's?
Marty the Golden Retriever.
aw.
Aww.
He's up to 400 followers. I can't.
Wow.
believe that.
I'm not
He's
surprised.
got more than me.
You need to start posting the pictures of what he finds in the short north.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
getting there.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Oh,
Oh,
my
it's
god.
Luna's in the house. Come.
Hi everyone.
Hey, everyone. Look,
This
go
is the
behind
dance
the
society.
scenes.
That's
We're
why I
going to
go
do
this
Luna.
way.
Yeah, watch that stuff there.
You
You would
even
know
knew it
about
was
it if you
there.
ever came to the office.
He's too busy.
I think Dan needs some eggnog. Sure. Polynog, right there.
Just
Here.
give him the bottle.
No, Wayne, you need to drink
Did
that.
you see I was like
When we saw you were
Oh,
watching.
that was you. Awesome.
Well, come on in. Scoot
Come
in.
on
We
in.
can
Come on
go.
in. There's
Come on.
plenty
Come on
of room.
Yeah.
It's delicious,
I
isn't
saw
it?
there was
Isn't
Jimmy
it filling you
John's.
with the Christmas
Yeah, Jimmy John
spirit?
stopped by. I think we're
Hi,
gonna scoot
Dan.
in.
This is Amanda. Amanda Dan. Do you hear me say Deluna? This is from.
Oh, I want one of these things.
See?
So-
now you see how
One
this,
of my many purchases
sausage
at Five
is
Below.
So,
oh, Hannah,
we
when
can't
you're
fit
coming,
5 people.
Here,
So,
let me share some
thanks.
Christmas
So-
spirit with you.
Dan, how many races did you do this year?
Oh, this is his highlight.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe 7 or 8, and then I fractured my fibula at the half marathon in
See?
August.
This is why I don't exercise. It's bad for you.
It's no bueno.
I don't know which one to look at.
I know, right?
It's all exciting.
Which one's the best one. Whoever hearts first is the best one.
Oh.
Oh, there it is. That would be me.
You can't heart your
That
own.
would be mine. So you watch that one.
Hey, wait, won't
I
let
didn't
me.
even heart my own. That was someone else.
There. Look at that. Look at mine.
Oh! Drink for every like. Oh, darn.
Ooh,
That eggnog bottle will be gone.
I didn't do all of those. Someone's doing that.
No, that was
I
you.
think it's just a lady.
All you all the time. Dana Mac's watching.
Hey, Dana Mac.
Yeah.
Hey, Dana Mac.
Well, sorry to interrupt. I
No,
actually
you
came
did.
here
There was
for.
you came
for
from
business.
Jimmy John's, didn't you?
Well,
He came
yes,
for
I saw
business.
Jimmy Johnson's here and I was around the corner. I was like, I gotta stop in.
How funny. She like came to the door and we're like, who's here? And then she came in and was giving this whole spiel of Jimmy John's while like we're on here.
That's awesome. No, I saw that happening. I was around the corner and I was on my way here. I'm like, I gotta speed up. I'm gonna interrupt there.
Do it.
You
You
can't
just
get
wanted
faster
some
than Jimmy
Polly
John's.
Knots.
They're freaky.
I almost came in here and started stripping. I didn't know if I was ready for live.
That'll make
I
us
need
go
the
viral.
recorded video. And
Go
then a
for
lot
it.
of
Let's
editing.
see.
No.
No pressure. No pressure.
Sorry.
All right. Well,
All right,
I think
yeah,
we killed
well-
it today. So,
Yes.
Killing it in 2017.
Yes.
So
That's what we're doing.
2018 is going to be even more awesome.
Yes.
Awesomer.
Yes.
Filled with awesomeness.
So here's to 2018.
Yeah.
Cheers to 2018.
Merry
Cheers.
Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa,
All the holidays.
Christmas,
Hanukkah,
all of
Kwanzaa,
those.
Miss
Cheers,
Christmas.
cheers.
Yes.
Cheers.
And we
All
will
right,
see
everyone.
you in 2018.
See you in 2018.
We
See you
out.
next year.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Someone shut us down. Wayne is on it. Ooh.